Powerful story of her health journey that she's been on for the last, 30 years, I think she said. So, Crystal, I'm going to bring you on and just let you share a little bit about, what's the health journey you've been on and how has it changed once you really started introducing this potent and premium nutrition into your life? So, you can go ahead and jump off mute.
Hi there. So I wrote this down because I got nervous and wasn't sure if I'd be able to say it all. Anyway, at 30 years old, I was 110 pounds heavier than I am now. I was a broke soldier in the U.S. Army and I got medically boarded. I dragged myself to work. On my days off, I often didn't get out of bed. I needed a lifestyle transformation then. Well, I spent the last 20 years living on a paleo and keto diet, and I lost most of the weight, but I also lost my gallbladder and I had a stroke in the process. My cholesterol was through the roof, and my doctor put me on statins. I was on Synthroid for Hashimoto's, and I had Lyme disease and SIRS. I grew up in moldy houses, and of course the Army housing was all moldy as well. So I was dealing with that. I started seeing a functional medicine doctor, and I lost more weight with 3 rounds of cholestyramine that cleared the mold, but it also robbed all the vitamins and minerals from my body, and my hair was falling out rapidly, just in clumps. It was awful. I started taking Purium about a year ago with the ULT Plus Immune, Can't Beat This, and added hair, skin, and nails a few months after my first 90 days. Within about a month of beginning hair, skin, and nails, my hairdresser exclaimed that I had a lot of new hair growth. And I realized that my hair had stopped falling out as rapidly. It continued to stop falling out, and that was awesome. And then a few months later, dark berry protein came out, and I began having that as my nightly shake. Again, after about a month, my hairdresser pointed out that a lot more hair growth had happened, and my new hair was very shiny. Since then, I had I was using hair dye, and I was about 50% gray at that point. And the last time I had my hair dyed, I got a really bad reaction from the chemicals in the hair dye and the heavy metals. And I had another really bad reaction. And so I stopped coloring my hair. And I was really, uncertain about that, how that was going to work, because I was so nervous about not having, pretty hair. But then when I let it grow out, and I don't know if you can see, this is how far it is grown out now. You can kind of see the line still. I asked my hairdresser to make it where when I stopped coloring my hair, that it would grow out more naturally. So I've been using these products for about a year now, and I no longer require 2 tablespoons of psyllium seed husks per day to be regular, and I'm getting better sleep at night. My labs indicate that my autoimmune gene is turned back off, so I'm no longer considered an autoimmune patient, which is awesome. I'm no longer chronically depressed, so I'm not taking the antidepressants anymore, and I found joy again, which I never thought I was going to find. I'm off Synthroid completely after my second month into the program, and my doctor is fascinated with my results, and she said that she's never seen anyone come off a Synthroid, let alone see the lab results begin to return to normal, which indicates that my thyroid is regrowing and that my parathyroid is functioning. So this is great. I'm also off the cholesterol medication after the first month that I was in it. I was on, I don't know, I didn't put in my notes. Well, I was on, I did. I was on paleo and keto for about 20 years, and I lost my gallbladder. and my cholesterol was so high. And so they had me on statins. And so I'm now, oops, sorry about that. Okay. So I'm off the cholesterol medication, and I asked my doctor if there was any chance of me having a stroke, and she says, absolutely not. And she was fascinated also with how I was doing this. And so I told her, and she was just like, she was in awe. I do, and she said there's absolutely no chance that I was going to have another stroke. So I was really thrilled about that. I do continue to get exposed to mold. It's everywhere, but my recovery times are significantly less. And like I said, I quit coloring my hair, and it's gone from about 50% gray when I started to about 15 to 25% gray. So also no more chronic aches and pains, and I have enough energy to last me throughout the day with no yawning or feeling run down towards about 3:30. And I really feel this is awesome, and it feels good to be reverse aging and start to feel young again.
Wow, Crystal. Thank you. There is so much packed into that story, from getting off the cholesterol medication and the thyroid medication, and faster recovery time with Zoom exposure, mold exposure. I was looking at my Zoom screen. But there's so much in your story, and I just love that you've really seen significant changes in a year of being super consistent. And the thing that I want to share that you said is this piece about bringing joy back into our lives. And this is something that we really want to bring to the forefront of why we share this health and wellness, is because many people don't see the connection between nutrition and a healthy diet and how that affects our mood and our general well-being. So when we talk about this stuff, it's really because we really do want to enhance our overall vitality, and that's on every level. And this point that you spoke to in terms of reverse aging, that is an amazing real thing. Many people think as you age, it's just common for our hair to get gray and this and that, and to get less energy and the wrinkles and all of it. But what we're seeing in our community is so many people actually doing this reverse aging. And a big component to that is collagen. And so that's why we wanted to focus in on collagen today, and what it is, and how we can really support you with tools and how to enhance collagen production in your body. So thank